Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth, and we were just about to be attacked by the robot dude. Because, you know, the night guy. Anyway, it seems we have some unwelcome company. Van Helsing loads his shotguns with real shots, instead of his usual rock salt. We all prepare for a fight as a figure slowly emerges from the darkness. The person is the assailant in a suit of armor, with a dim light shining eerily upon it. The knight sees me, then takes a stance with its huge sword as if not noticing anyone else in the room. I see the piercing eyes of the person under the helmet, staring straight at me. Over here, scraphead. We'll take you on. Lupin throws a smoke bomb, obscuring the person's vision. Immediately afterward, Van Helsing's gun goes off, setting off small explosions all around the attacker. We know that none of these attacks will be effective. I'll buy us some time. You all run. Be careful, Van Helsing. I love you. Whoa there, Van Helsing. You couldn't handle him alone last time, right? I'll fight this time, too. No matter how hard that armor is, I can attack the person inside using chemicals. Just don't get in my way. Look at that snarky grin, though. He's like, don't get in my way. He's like all hot for the fight. But I think at the same time, a little bit of that is like, I love you guys so much. He loves us. Anyway, Victor and Impey run ahead, surrounding the assailant. Although he grimaces, there's a hint of happiness in Van Helsing's voice. Yeah, see? He's so happy. He loves us. He loves us so much. Now's our chance, Spacey. Let's let them handle this and run. But I begin to protest, but stop myself. The knight is after me, and our objective is not to get in any fights here. I should hurry up and run, so that Van Helsing and the other two can wrap up their fighting and follow behind us. Right, let's go, Lupin. I can hear intense fighting behind us as I run as quickly as I can down the hall. We'll make it look like we ran this way, then go back to the entrance. We'll leave from there. There's no time to object to Lupin's judgment. We turn several times at intersections in the hallway, then head back toward the way we came. We run and run and run some more. Finally, I can see the exit that leads to the ground above. I wonder if everyone else is doing all right. No need to worry. They're all pretty tough. They won't be taken down so easily. I know, and the game would not let one of them die. You know, unless it's in their path. But we hurry to the exit. Suddenly, Lupin comes to a stop. What's the matter, Lupin? It seems like we're not the only persistent ones. As if in response to Lupin's comment, a figure appears from the darkness. Saint Germain? Oh. A huge suit of armor shines in the dim light. Oh. The assailant from earlier. What happened to everyone? Don't panic. Be calm. If that guy had killed anybody, the sword and armor would be covered in blood. You're right. Sure, if you say so. I'm very relieved, but at the same time, I'm so nervous that I have to shudder. It followed us, instead of staying put to fight the others. That means I'm definitely the target, and it doesn't even pay any mind to the rest of us. Out of the way, Jumbo. We want to go home. Love that. The assailant raises its sword. I like the fact that I don't have to do a voice for him. Lupin quickly lifts his walking stick in response. Oh, this is adorable. Lupin, you sexy as fuck, but I don't think you're pretty. And the hotness right now that you're showing is really going to beat that guy. But I appreciate the effort. Lupin, are you going to fight? Not even Van Helsing could defeat it. Hey, who do you think I am? I'm Arsène Lupin, the unrivaled gentleman thief. Oh. Fighting is for savages. Lupin swings his stick up, and the armored figure begins running toward us. Before the huge sword can reach him, Lupin brings his stick down. Not towards the attacker, but towards the wall. In the next moment, darkness surrounds us. I gasp as someone grasps my hand. Don't worry, it's me. I hear a soft voice nearby as I brace myself. Remember what Imbe said? I cut off the electricity that's the energy source for these lights. Oh. We can blind it out for a little while. Let's start running. But are we just as blind? Don't worry, the entrance is close by. There's a little bit of light coming from up above. And thieves always keep darkness on their side. Oh, Lupin, you're so fine. We make a run for the exit. But suddenly I hear the sound of something sharp striking flesh. Oh, no! Lupin! It's nothing, don't worry. But it looks like our armored friend has pretty good night vision, too. My eyes gradually get used to the darkness. I see the attacker towering over us and blood running down Lupin's shoulder, but my vision is hazy. Oh, Lupin! He's gonna be like one-armed now. The knight steps back into its ready posture as if nothing had happened. It's only a flesh wound. The bloody arm's torn off. Sorry. I can't. Everything comes back to Monty Python in the end. And it points the sword straight at me. If I take one more step, that huge blade will split me in two. I instinctively understand this. There's no way I can run away now. Damn it. He stands before me and raises his stick, using himself as a shield. Lupin! I'll distract it. Try to find your way out. Lupin smiles at me as he says this. I hear a swoosh as the giant blade swings through the darkness and strikes. Metal. I hear a high-pitched shriek. It's too high to be the sound of that sword hitting flesh. It's the sound of two hard objects clashing together. With Lupin in front of me, I have no idea what's going on. You! It's Saint Germain. Lupin looks up, then whispers this and falls silent. I squint to get a better look at what's going on in the gloom. And I'm rendered speechless as well. It's fucking Saint Germain. I had not expected him to appear at this moment at all, let alone to protect us. Why are you here? Ah! I'm sorry, that's so David Bowie, Jareth the Goblin King. It's so fucking... That's just what it makes me think of, just the look on his face, that intensity in the eyes and the hair. Yeah. Saint Germain! Didn't I tell you? I'm the one who's going to kill you. Saint Germain is using the blade hidden up his sleeve to block the immense sword of the armored knight. Hidden blade. Hidden blade. A hidden weapon Saint Germain keeps on his arm. This weapon is suited for assassinations, as it can be released and re-hidden in one swift motion. You're pretty late to the party. How did you know we were here? I have a sophisticated nose. I followed her footsteps. He's so charming. Saint Germain stares at the suited figure in front of him, fully alert. Saint Germain. I can't do his voice. Saint Germain. The figure speaks for the first time. The voice from within the helmet is muffled and distorted. Saint Germain. But the voice has a cool delivery and a high pitch that couldn't come from a man. Oh! Okay, never mind. Oh, it's a lady. Okay. Saint Germain! No, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Are you a woman? The armored knight doesn't respond to my question and simply stares at Saint Germain. Ooh. But when she speaks, the voice is definitely that of a woman. What is the meaning of this? What does it mean, you ask? She belongs to me. I won't let you take her. Take her? No, you're trying to protect the girl. Are you going to betray us? You're the one who's deviating from the mission. Her murder is my assignment. It's because you're taking so long to carry out your assignment that Omnibus sent me. Omnibus? Omnibus? Honey, what? Is the second-in-command monorail? Jesus. Well, there seems to have been a terrible misunderstanding. If you intend to get in the way... The armored woman raises her sword with a strength that doesn't match her light, calm voice. That's my line. At the same time, Saint Germain readies the weapon hidden up his sleeve. It's a tiny little thing, and he's gonna kick her ass. It's amazing. The air between the two of them is so tense that I forget to breathe. Lupin and I can only look on at this sudden turn of events. Oh! Ah! We're gonna CG! The huge sword comes at him with a roaring sound, and Saint Germain's blade blocks it. Oh, look how pretty he is! This is so anime right now. It's like not even funny. It's like beyond. Like, it is just intense. Sparks fly at their clash, making the two of them visible for just a moment. Their swordplay whips the air around them. But the real fight is yet to begin. Yet to begin, Jesus. More sparks fly as the combatants' weapons strike one another, and an intense battle unfolds before us. Saint Germain and the armored assailants seem to be of equal strength, and neither one backs down. The air bursts into light every time they clash, and the sound reverberates in the hallway. In such a close-range battle, the huge sword is at an obvious disadvantage as it's unable to make subtle moves. The reason why she doesn't back away is probably because Saint Germain is attacking so quickly that she can't change position. However, Saint Germain is in a tougher spot. They're an equal match, so close up, but once some distance gets between them, Saint Germain won't stand a chance. Then, CG. Oh, we're back to the same one. Ugh! Saint Germain is unable to completely block a blow from the heavy sword and is knocked slightly off balance. The assailant seizes this opportunity. She leaps back to create distance between them and lifts her huge blade. She thrusts the sword forward at a speed that's unimaginable from her size. No! Sorry. The blade pierces Saint Germain's body with the force that pins him to the wall. Oh! Sweet fucking Jesus, no! I'm sorry, I know he tried to kill us and all, and he's gotten stabby, but I can't let him die. I can't keep myself from gasping. A terrible amount of blood spills to the floor, raining from where the massive blade pierces him. Saint Germain! There's no response. Saint Germain is motionless. He's dead. I don't... Okay. Horror and confusion seize me as the thought crashes through my mind. Saint Germain! I run towards him without thinking. I mean, he's obviously not, but I just don't know how they're going to do this. I spread my arms wide and stand before the armored foe. Stop! Why are you trying to protect him? Her eyes, set deep behind the helm's visor, narrow slightly. It seems like the silent assailant has developed some interest in me for the first time. I like the fact that it's a woman. Although her neck is really thick, she kind of looks manly in that suit. I mean, it's obviously the suit, is what makes her look manly. But I mean, like, the neck doesn't look like a lady neck. They always make us look like delicate swans. He tried to kill you. But he protected me just now. Saint Germain has protected me so many times. That's why. I don't know if she's listening to my words at all. Still, I try to get through to her in an effort to protect Saint Germain. Who are you? Aren't you working with Saint Germain? It's no use. It's no use asking her. She most likely won't respond. My eyes widen upon hearing Saint Germain's pained voice. Huh? I saw the blade go through his chest. There's no way he could be speaking. He's fucking immortal. That wound was far too serious, no matter how I look at it. And yet? Her name is Guinevere, a tragic queen trapped by a chain named Idea, all for the cause of redemption. Ah, Guinevere, like King Arthur? Nice, that's why she's dressed in a night suit. That's pretty awesome. Guinevere, a member of Idea like Saint Germain, though she is never seen outside of her armor, she is a beautiful woman. That's right. She's in the same situation I am. Saint Germain... So obviously there was something in his past. And they're trapped in this fucking thing, and like he's obviously made it, like he said, he made a mistake. Because they're like... And the fact that like, oh, well, we need to kill Isaac because he's doing science-y things and that's against God. He's gotten religious and heavy-handed, right? You can't teach frickin' evolution? That's wrong and against the Bible! Fucking crazy shit like that. That's what we're talking about here. But you, Miss Spacey, you belong to me. I won't let anyone else have you. Oh, hi. That's devious. You mean to kill me? It could be sexy if you were going to stab me. But a spark of life returns to Saint Germain's eyes. He smiles softly, then gently places his hands over the huge sword that pierces his chest. He pulls the sword out, then wipes the blood from his mouth. Oh my god. Guinevere, you know that you can't kill me like that, don't you? Beheading, I'm assuming? Of course. But, Saint Germain, How many more times can you come back to life? Come back to life? What could she mean? In contrast to her cold words, the Count's smile grows wider. I play my cards close to my chest. After replying to the woman he called Guinevere, he gives me a side glance. Miss Spacey, I'll let you go for the moment. Please escape with Lupin. What? Go further in. There should be a hidden passageway there. You can escape that way. You should be able to meet with Van Helsing and the others there. Guinevere readies her huge sword once more. But what will you do? You really shouldn't be worrying about someone who's trying to kill you. Saint Germain says this confidently, as if trying to tell me that the conversation ends here. Okay, let's see. I think we're supposed to say all right. Yeah, we're supposed to say all right, but I'm gonna say no! No! And then we're gonna die. No, it's not a bad path, but... Okay, so let's say no. No! No! It slips out before I can catch myself. Your wound is very serious. If we run now, you'll... You're very kind, aren't you? Even if I'm still after your life. You are? Then why did you help me? Saint Germain smiles as I ring out the words. That's because my will is too weak. That's all it is, Miss Spacey. His will to kill us. I try to run to him, but Lupin grabs my hand. Lupin, let go! No, we won't be of any help if we stay behind. No complaining. Let's go, Spacey. Lupin begins to pull me away, not waiting for an answer. I wonder if we go up here, if we have to do this. Oh, we can go back here. Rewind. Oh, look, we don't have to save! We just rewind back. Okay. Alright. Although he did save me just now, Saint Germain still intends to kill me. Since we don't know if he's a friend or foe, no matter who wins this battle, I may still be in danger. I'm extremely reluctant to do so, but I have no other option but to leave. Right. Yes, that would be best. Saint Germain looks at me and smiles. Just seeing his smile makes me feel like my heart will burst. Miss Spacey, no matter where you are, I will find you and kill you. So, for now, please flee. I stare at Saint Germain, not knowing how to respond. Lupin pulls at my arm. No complaining. Let's go, Spacey. Lupin begins to pull me away, not waiting for an answer. That's where we were. I'm not going to thank you, Saint Germain. You tried to kill her. I'll never forgive you for that. You're going to get an earful from me when this is all over, so... Don't get yourself killed here. I don't intend to, Lupin. Saint Germain smiles and looks toward us with those goddamn dreamy opened eyes. Finally he opens his eyes. I always had my eyes closed so that you wouldn't know that I was a shady bastard underneath. We still love you, though. At the same time, the huge sword lunges at him. Saint Germain turns aside the blow with a smooth, dance-like motion, then drives his blade at a gap in the armor. And did you see, like, the little, like, swipe of his eyes? How fucking beautiful that is? Because we've seen it with Van Helsing, like, the eyes go across all of them except for... But now with Saint Germain, it's like, wow, it's intense. However, Guinevere jumps back to avoid the blade as if she had expected this move. I'll be seeing you again soon, Miss Spacey. All right. Don't die, Saint Germain. That is hardly the thing to say to someone who's trying to murder you. But I love you. It's okay. As we move further away, I hear the sounds of battle resume behind us. I mean, I have a better chance against Saint Germain than I do the knight, so I'm just saying. After that, we make it back outside to find that the rain has stopped, and the sky is tinted by the setting sun. Van Helsing, Victor, and Impey are all safe and meet with us in the cemetery. We all drag ourselves back to our lodging, but everyone except for me has been badly wounded. They need some rest. We call a doctor to treat them, and after getting some first aid, they fall asleep. The sun is completely set, but I don't feel like sleeping. I return to my room in our lodgings and think to myself, so we have a room to ourselves, so Deli's probably staying with who knows. But, like, I just find it funny, like, Lupin and Impey are probably sharing a room just because I just think they should put Van Helsing and Impey in a room because that'd be just fucking amazing. Oh my god, one of them would end up dead and it's going to be Impey because Van Helsing is a vampire murderer and Impey's a vampire and I would bet on Van Helsing in a fight. But anyway, I returned to my room in our lodgings and think for myself. Anyway. The fact that we left Saint Germain behind to take care of it all has been heavy on my heart. The woman he called Guinevere was impossibly strong. I know very well that Saint Germain is very strong himself, but I still can't imagine that he could beat her. I mean, she did stab him and he's fine, so Saint Germain surely must have lost to her. I should go help Saint Germain by myself. I know that it's very foolish to be thinking this. I know all too well how dangerous it can be to act alone. But still, the vision of Saint Germain being run through by that huge sword won't leave my mind. It's okay to cry, Spacey. Cry yourself to sleep. Goaded on by this sinister memory, I opened the door to my room. Then... What do you think you're doing, Spacey? Oh my god. Lupin, he probably... What do you think you're doing, Spacey? That's a little more Lupin, thank you. Lupin is standing right outside my door. I was just going to Dunkin' Donuts. Donuts? Bagels? Anybody? Food for the morning? Just a donut run. Nothing suspicious. Lupin, if you're planning on heading to that facility again, you know I have to stop you. It's suicide. But Saint Germain might still be fighting. How many hours has it been? I don't know who won or who ran off, but I'm sure their fight is over by now. That might be true, but don't worry about him. He's not the type to fight to the death. He's the sort of fellow who disappears in a cloud of dust before you even know it, isn't he? Look who's talking. His joking manner puts me at ease, and I find myself laughing. He's such a cad. Lupin pats me on the shoulder before speaking again. I really can't wait to get to his route. Besides, he said he'd be back to kill you, didn't he? I don't approve of that at all, and I don't think he was lying about it. Yeah. If I believe what he said, he'll be fine. I really hope he is. It's so strange when I think about it. I want him to keep his promise to kill me. Fine, I'll rest tonight. But before that, would it be alright if I went out to get some fresh air? I'd like to take my mind off everything. After some thought, Lupin sighs and laughs. Sure, but I'm coming along. That's fine. I'm sorry for the trouble. Don't apologize just because you want some air. Lupin looks at me kindly. If it'll help you relax, great. I don't want you to be sad either, you know. He's so sweet. Just want to squeeze him. Lupin and I walk along a crowded street in the middle-class area, being careful not to go too far from our lodgings. Lupin is next to me. Just that fact alone helps to calm me down and think things through clearly. It's weird. This is our path with... Like, in our path with Impey, we were with Impey pretty much the whole way. With Van Helsing, we did a little bit, we were with it. But, like, now with Saint Germain, it's like we're pretty much with them more than we were with Saint Germain because he kidnapped us, tried to stab us, and now he's just gone. Father's handwritten note that we found. He mentioned IDEA on it. IDEA, a mysterious organization claiming to be an agent of destiny that surfaces from time to time throughout history. Not even Twilight knows the truth about them. They're immortals, and it's some kind of weird Jesus juice shit. So, kids, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Stay out of cults. What does Guardians of History mean, exactly? And I'm curious what Saint Germain and Guinevere were talking about, too. They were fighting blade to blade. But judging from their conversation, they would normally be on the same side. So, could IDEA be the name of the organization they're a part of? There's so much that I don't understand. My spinning mind comes to a sudden stop when something cold hits my face. Rain? I look up to see heavy clouds in the sky that I hadn't noticed before. The thick clouds block out even the moon, and fat drops of rain are starting to fall. The rain quickly picks up intensity, getting my cheeks wet, and the rest of you. Lupin, should we get under cover? I glance over to ask Lupin what to do. He's gone. That's when I realized that something is wrong. Lupin's not there. It's not just him. All the people who had been walking on the streets have vanished as well. The lively sounds of the city have been replaced by the quiet sound of falling rain. I mean, it's one thing like, oh, people rain and people run away, but it's like, oh, the rain just... Shit, everybody disappeared real fast. All I can do is look about me in confusion. Lupin? I try to find him, and then I realize that my body has been rendered immobile. My arms and legs feel completely stuck and won't move. I begin to hear something other than the rainfall. Eventually, I see the fuzzy outline of a person approaching me slowly. Then... The figure stops right in front of me and looks at me with an elegant smile. Why is she in a wheelchair? She's like a little old lady in a wheelchair, because otherwise she's sitting down, she's got a book on her lap, and like, what the hell's going on? It's an elderly woman in a wheelchair. Okay, so that's a fancy... Dude, wheelchairs are fancy in this timeline. The chair moves on its own, however, without someone behind it to push her. There seems to be some kind of invisible veil around the woman, keeping her dry despite the rain.
Good evening, young lady.
Old lady voice. Good evening.
You look like you have no clue what just happened.
Her smile broadens slowly. I wonder if she's nobility. There's a gracefulness that lingers on her every word. Oh my god, it's Mother Goose!
I apologize for surprising you. I fear I've been a bit aggressive in trying to find a way to speak with you in private.
Where's Lupin? And everyone else who was here?
I'll answer all your questions, so don't get all flustered now. Your friend and all the people who were here, they haven't gone anywhere. Right now, your mind has been transferred to this makeshift, rain-swept London.
You transferred my mind?
Yes. It's a rather difficult process to explain. If I were to use a term that fits your understanding, the term magic would be most accurate.
Magic. A power that enables otherwise impossible methods and results. The members of IDEA use magic. Oh, she's a member of IDEA. Magic?
Yes. So I suppose that would make me an old witch.
She looks at me, still smiling. But she looks so... Oh. I was gonna say, she looks so kind and sweet, and then she says she's omnibus. Oh, fuck.
My name is Omnibus. I'm the leader of an organization known as IDEA.
Omnibus, an old woman claiming to be the commander of IDEA. She's extremely mild-mannered, but her eyes displayed deep and penetrating wisdom. And she seems like such a nice, sweet old lady, and she's really a horrible human being who's trying to murder us. You're the leader of IDEA? I've heard the name Omnibus before as well. Guinevere had said it to Saint Germain, that she had been sent by Omnibus. So this woman is the person who gave the order to kill me? Why are you here? I can't move. I glare at her as best I can.
There's no need to be so defensive, though I suppose that is a difficult request to ask of you. After all, I am the one who ordered Saint Germain and Guinevere to kill you.
I knew it! I gather my breath and look her over cautiously. I was right. You look like such a nice lady, and you're a horrible person, and I feel bad hating you right now, and wishing your wheelchair would explode. Damn me and my falling for nice old ladies. Saint Germain, like, you know, not like falling for nice old ladies, but like, you know, you're just like, oh, but little old lady. You don't want to hate them, right? Because it feels douchey. Saint Germain is a member of this IDEA organization, and his attempts to kill me are because he's acting under their orders. As these facts come to light, I try my best to get up to speed with the situation.
Spacey, your existence doesn't sit well with the objectives of IDEA. That is why I've come here to ask a favor of you.
A favor? What do you want?
Let's go over everything in order.
She begins speaking as if recalling a memory from long ago, and I pepper her with questions when I can.
Your theory about IDEA being the guardians of history is correct. It is our duty as IDEA to constantly watch over the world and intervene so that history doesn't go down the wrong path. We've been in existence since the very beginning and have been guiding the fate of humanity down the correct path.
The scale of the operation she's talking of is so large that it's hard to imagine. But I still managed to speak up in a trembling voice. What do you mean, the correct path?
Mankind committed a sin against God and was driven out of paradise to live a cursed existence. In other words, original sin. The sin that all of humanity carries.
Okay, so see, this is why you don't drink the fucking Kool-Aid, okay? It's okay to be religious and be like, okay, I'm just gonna make myself a better person. It is not fucking okay to be fucking religious and think you have the right to tell other people what to fucking do or go around stabbing people. Fuck you. Not cool. Not fucking cool. Look, you want to be like, look, it makes me a better person and I treat people with dignity and respect and like, this is what I believe and blah, blah, blah. But stop it. Stop shoving your shit down my throat, bitch. That's not cool. Damn it, Omnibus. Damn it. You don't get the right to tell me that I don't have a right to live just because it doesn't agree with your religious philosophies. That's just not cool. Not cool. I may be a homunculus, goddammit, and a product of science, but damn you. I have a right to life too. Oh my god, this is like playing Detroit Become Human again. I'm an android and I have a right to life, goddammit. Fucking humans. God, you humans all suck. Damn it. When the mothership comes to beam me up, I'm not like, I'm going. My sister gave me a little plaque that she got at work. It's Star Trek and it says, beam me up, Scotty. There's no sign of intelligent life down here. Please! Fuck this place. Humans suck. Even in friggin' fantasy worlds. Damn, humans are assholes. I don't want to think you're an asshole because you're a nice old lady, but you're a nice asshole. You're an asshole of an old lady. I don't know. I'm very confused by you. You seem like such a nice old lady with some just shitty religious ideas. Just makes me angry at you. Anyway.
Humanity must atone for this original sin and walk a path leading to God's forgiveness. That is the correct path.
According to you, but not the rest of the world. Jesus! Keep your shit to yourself. God, it's rude. 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 What are you talking about, you crazy old bitch? Omnibus smiles, but doesn't answer my question. Maybe she feels that I don't need to understand.
We have been watching over the world so that humanity can walk the correct path towards our eventual salvation. Humans are creatures who repeatedly commit unforgivable crimes, nearly destroying themselves out of their own foolishness.
Okay, this I agree with. I give her that. Point. Props for that.
We have been protecting people from the ignorance and ineptitude that comes with being human.
Okay, I can't fault you for that. But you're trying to kill me just because I was created by man. And not in the sex way.
Saint Germain has already lived thousands of years as a messenger.
Oh, damn. Thousands of years. Not just 200 plus. Thousands. Jesus Christ. The world hasn't been... The fuck? He's like, dude, dinosaurs? Fucking messy to clean up after. I know that was way long, more than thousands, but still. That's like, I mean, just... Ideas Apostles, a unit within IDEA which has the role of purging and leading humanity when it's gone too far. They are said to have astounding healing abilities, allowing them to recover quickly from even critical injuries, which explains keto. Thousands of years? I can't help but repeat her. Victor had speculated that he could be over 200 years old, but if what Omnibus says is true, Saint Germain has been alive for much longer than that. Ordinarily, this would be hard to believe. But her expression and her words, and how the rain keeps falling unceasingly, all of this makes me want to believe her every word without question. There's no way that someone could live for thousands of years. I try to shake off my doubts, but Omnibus nods in response.
Yes, you're right. My choice of words was imprecise. More accurately, he has already been dead for a long, long time.
What?
His soul was cut away from his body upon his death, and was placed within a vessel body through magic. That is why he isn't truly alive, but rather is continuously dying, almost like a moving corpse.
That's fucking creepy as shit. Makes him a little less sexy, I'm just gonna say. This revelation comes so suddenly that my mind freezes for a moment in an attempt to understand everything. But I saw him with my own eyes. He continued to move, even after his body was pierced by that huge sword. I can't believe it, but immortality... It somehow makes sense.
The mission I gave him was to resolve the issue surrounding Isaac and his creations. Your father, Isaac, was trying to invade the province of God. That's why we killed him, in order to avoid the destruction lying ahead of him.
Oh, so Isaac's dead. Father was killed? You killed him?
Yes, it was quite recent, and it was thanks to you and Saint Germain. Saint Germain happened upon Isaac's secret in his underground facility.
Oh my god, Saint Germain! So when we go down Lupin's path, Isaac might still be alive, because technically this won't have happened.
Thanks to that, he was able to deliver true death to Finis and take Isaac out. That's why I need to thank you, Spacey.
Omnibus says this offhandedly, as if it doesn't mean much to her. I didn't understand most of what Omnibus was saying, but I got the gist. So, killed, eliminated Father and Finis, and now your target is shifted to me.
I'm glad you catch on so quickly. We must destroy all of Isaac's creations. I sent Saint Germain into London for that very purpose. He gathered those who had a connection to Isaac Beckford, those who hold the keys to fate, in his words. He gathered them close, feigning that it was coincidence. Arsène Lupin, Abraham von Helsing, Victor Frankenstein, Impey Barbicane.
Wait, I don't believe that. Every encounter we had was through sheer coincidence. For example, Victor and I only met because he happened to save me from Twilight.
That is because Saint Germain created a situation that seemed coincidental.
God, he's like a fucking angel. Like a stabby one that's totally doing all the wrong shit, but a stabby, really, really, really wrong angel. Fucking bizarre.
Having all the necessary individuals in place, he attempted to destroy it all by revealing Isaac's secret.
So everything that happened, we had all been in Idea's hands? I look at the old woman in front of me in disbelief.
Seeing how things have turned out, it looks like most of what he set out to do has been accomplished. Yes, excluding one person.
Omnibus slowly looks me up and down.
An artificial life created by man. A homunculus. One of Isaac's cursed children, Spacey. Your very existence angers the Almighty. You are, in essence, the forbidden fruit.
That makes sexy times with Saint Germain seem a little more inappropriate now.
Your life will give people far more knowledge than they have been allowed. That is why we must kill you, before you become a true monster.
None of this makes sense to me. I can't relate to it either. And I definitely don't feel like simply agreeing with her and allowing her to kill me. I don't want you to kill me. I want to live. I finally reached the point where I can think that way.
You wish to live, even though you've never really been alive to begin with.
My eyes widen at these unexpected words. What do you mean?
Isaac may have been a genius, but he could not create a soul. You have no soul, nor emotion. Don't you know? You are only acting as if you had a soul. There is no life or death for you. That's why you need not fear dying. You're only pretending to be alive. You're just a doll.
Omnibus's words eat away at me from the inside. After playing Detroit Become Human now, this is really fucking poignant and ties in really well with it, and it just hurts my soul because I'm just thinking of that and like, you're not real, you're just a robot, and all the horrible fucking things humans do, and you're like, how do you, oh my god, stop, and it just, I mean, they've been saying that she's a doll and she's not real the whole time, but this is just worse somehow. Because this is like crazy religious mumbo jumbo shit, like, this is not like, hey, you're a homunculus and you're not real. Okay, legit. But this is like,
God is offended by you.
God's offended by you in that attitude, okay? No. Because technically, God created Isaac, if you want to believe that shit, and then Isaac created Spacey, so therefore God created Spacey through Isaac, so shut your mouth! Give me that bullshit. Drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Go drink the Kool-Aid and wait for your frickin' comet tail to come take you away. Crazy bitch. culty bullshit. Omnibus's words eat away at me from the inside. I'm a doll? That can't be.
You must have felt this, no?
Her peaceful words strike through my heart. I like how every once in a while it keeps getting darker. It's weird. It's true. I had thought about that. When I saw those corpses in the underground facility, I had questioned my own existence. Those corpses were all the same as me. I'm a monster and a doll. I feel the fears that had lain in the depths of my heart being dragged out and shown to me.
Saint Germain carries the weight of a crime.
As I stand there dumbfounded, she begins speaking again on a different subject.
In the past, Saint Germain went against my orders. I had ordered him to massacre the inhabitants of a certain city, a task he carried out nearly to perfection.
I'm unable to say anything in response to something so cruel being delivered in so gentle a voice.
But it wasn't perfect. He grew sympathetic and did not kill one child that he was supposed to. What do you think happened as a result?
How should I know?
The residents of that city had been infected by an illness that we now call the Black Plague. Eventually, this illness would spread via vermin to various regions, wreaking havoc all over the world. That's why I had told him to kill all residents if any signs of the disease appeared at all. But Saint Germain saved a child, and the disease spread like wildfire, all from the life he refused to take.
I mean, okay, so by her logic, I kind of see like, okay, well, I mean, I see your logic there. I told him to kill everyone, and he didn't, and then the Black Plague happened. I can't, yeah, well, I mean, consequences. Can't argue with that, but...
As a result, 85 million people all over the world died.
Maybe that was God's will. Did you ever think of that? Shut it, crazy old bag. 85 million people? Really? I'm not going to kill that many people. Just a small area. That many people died just because of that?
Yes, the death toll amounted to about 30% of the entire population of Europe.
Again, maybe that's what God wanted, because you guys suck. I'm just saying, if this is the kind of shit you run around doing, maybe he's like, dude, should have been you. She says this so nonchalantly, but I'm simply in shock, forgetting all about my own current circumstances.
He failed to kill one child, and in doing so, he brought a great disaster upon the earth.
I mean, okay, I see the correlation, and I get her point. But again, maybe that was God's will. Is that what you're supposed to believe? Psh. Not reading your own book, huh? Not drinking your own Kool-Aid. Just want everybody else to drink it. Let's see how it is.
He greatly regrets this. No, regret doesn't do it justice. The crime burns within his heart like an eternal flame. Since then, he has never deviated from my orders, and has carried out every one of his missions to the letter. That is why I'm very surprised about how things have turned out this time.
Because he loves us.
And the fact that Saint Germain hasn't killed you yet.
There's nothing I can say. Everything is on such a large scale, my emotions can't keep up.
Saint Germain is most likely torn about killing you. He's a very competent man, but I cannot forgive him if he makes the wrong choice again. If Saint Germain doesn't kill you, I will revoke the immortality I've granted him. If that happens, Saint Germain's body and soul will be sundered. Soon his body will be destroyed, and he will die.
Like, eventually, like, I took away your immortality, and now you probably have, like, you know, good another 30, 40 years left in you. Or, like, I took away your body, and you're just going to slowly melt away because you're technically 2,000 years old. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing. Or, like, he's just going to be normal, and if he gets hit by a car, he dies, but he could live to 80, 90, you know? No! Saint Germain dying... I don't want to imagine that he would die. I cry out and she nods as if she'd expected my outburst.
That's right. I have no wish to lose him either. That's why I have a favor to ask of you.
Kill myself? Because that's not going to happen, bitch. If I do as you ask, will Saint Germain be saved?
Yes, that is the plan.
I'll do anything to... Yeah, do, not to. I'll do anything to save Saint Germain.
I'm glad to hear that. It is easier for me to cut to the chase when you're being so cooperative.
She says this with a smile. She's such a nice little old lady. Why is she such a bitch? I don't get this.
I want you to allow Saint Germain to kill you.
What?
If you do so, I won't have to punish Saint Germain. He will likely be able to shake off his doubts and grow to become an even more capable messenger.
Me? Die? My mind goes blank, faced with the options presented to me. I mean, you kind of had to know she was going to say that.
I won't force you to, of course. I leave it up to your own free will. If you say that you don't want to be killed by Saint Germain will die, and you will be killed at the hands of a different messenger.
How can you... I realize that she's holding a silver, sparkling key. The key travels through the air to land in my hand. Magic. It's a beautiful key with intricate craftsmanship. Hidden key, a key used to pass through the anthropic barrier.
If you feel ready to allow Saint Germain to kill you, come to the Tower Bridge tomorrow at midnight alone. I'll bring Saint Germain to you. Only the chosen ones can enter the bridge during that hour, but as long as you have that key, you may enter. My one condition is that you keep this secret from your friends. Of course, it is up to you whether you go or not. You love Saint Germain, do you not?
What?
I can tell as much by looking in your eyes. You should be happy to die for someone you love, Spacey. It was never possible for me, so I do envy you just a bit.
Suddenly, my vision of Omnibus wavers slightly, like something of a heat haze. The rain is pouring so intensely that I can't make out what's in front of me. Omnibus gradually becomes invisible, blending in with the rain. And she eventually disappears. I'm completely confused by all the new information that's been forced on me. And all I can do is hold my chest, which feels like it's about to be crushed by the magnitude of the decision before me. And suddenly, the rain stops. Hey, what's the matter? Can you hear me? I look up as I hear Lupin's voice coming from somewhere afar. Huh? I'm standing on a crowded street. There isn't any hint of rain and no elderly woman in a wheelchair. Are you all right? You had me worried since you were so out of it. Lupin, that rain just now... Rain? What are you talking about? Lupin seems completely oblivious. I've been talking with Omnibus for such a long time. Had I been dreaming? But I can't help but notice that there's something in my hand. I gingerly open my fingers. There's a key with an intricate design resting in my palm. Where did you get that? Lupin's bewildered voice seems so far away now. It wasn't a dream. Omnibus spoke with me. Saint Germain is immortal, and his immortality will be taken from him, and he will die. Sobs escape from my chest before I can stop them. Tears begin streaming from my face, and I can't stop them. Spacey, what's the matter? Lupin's panicked voice still seems far away. I don't know whether my tears are for Saint Germain, or for myself. I just continue to cry. This is the perfect fucking place to end it. So it's chapter 12 too. Oh my god, we only have 2 more chapters left, guys. Wow, his path I feel like is really fucking short. I'm going to save, but I also want to go and see something while we're doing this. This was just... Let's go back to the title. Yes, and let's go back to... I want to go here. Because I just want to see something. We only have 2 more chapters, and you know you're going to get a lot, but like... Like, these ones don't have things, but like, guys, there's so many fucking more. There's only 7 more, and but like, there's so many different things to them, but I'm sure it's going to be because of battles and stuff. But like, look at this! This was so touching and sweet. And he's like, oh, you're so great and wonderful. And then he's choking us. And why is it so beautiful at the same time? And he's going to kill us. and then he's fighting to save her, and it's just, I don't know what to do with my life right now, like. But it's just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. We're gonna leave it on this one because this one is just sweet before he like gets all crazy. They should have had a version of this, like, where his eyes were sort of open, but we hadn't seen him open his eyes yet because he hadn't gotten stabby. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.